So we've got a massive U-shaped boulder. We call it the U boulder. It basically starts right here. It just is a U shape all around, and with a nice archway over there, which is going to be reflected in the climbing walls on the west side of the building. This back wall is very vertical, and then we've got some more overhanging around this side. Got some nice vertical slab, lightly overhanging sections, lots of features and prows and arêtes and different types of angles than what we have at the current gym. So between the two facilities, we have a huge variety of angles and possibilities for route setting. It's really exciting. Oh, this is cool. So we've got Tony and Chris setting some routes in the archway here. We're pretty psyched to see what people are going to set in this space and how the climbing's going to turn out. It's a little hard to imagine right now, but after today, once we've got some routes set up in it, I think it's going to be really motivating for creativity and really interesting movement. The backside of the U boulder is steep. We've got really awesome overhanging angles that intersect in really interesting ways, and the angles are so subtle too. We get these like pretty small angle changes that allows for a lot of subtlety in the movement, and we can set up so many different types of problems on these walls. It's just going to be amazing. One of the things I like about it also is that the walls it's a different height throughout. Like the wall comes down, the top rail of the wall comes down a little bit here and then around, and then we have this area where the angle changes and then you get a bit of slab, and the wall height actually gets a little higher up here. So we'll have different heights for topping out and for, finishing problems. And it's really nice. I think it's just beautiful to look at, actually. When you look at it from far back and you see this kind of organic looking structure made out of all straight lines, but it still has that boulder kind of feel to it. It's not like I don't know, it just has a natural kind of feel to it. So this brings us to more rope climbing area. The guys are putting the space together right now. On this side, we're gonna have some cracks that you can climb, like similar to outdoor crack climbing. And then we've got an archway, and then a bunch more rope climbing over here. And then when we come through this little archway, which is actually gonna be quite a bit smaller than this, it's more of a doorway into a whole other area with a different color scheme, and we've got all sorts of different rope climbing angles over here, and we've got a lower boulder here with a mini arch and a slide to go down. So this is sort of a kid's corner with a low 6-foot high wall and then some higher bouldering as well. So a nice variety of different types of bouldering in here and rope climbing as well. We're going to have about potential for well over 100 different rope stations, which is nice because the current gym, we've only got about 8 or 9 rope stations. We can really get into lots of route setting for rope climbing. Really excited to climb on these structures. In fact, for July 1st, we're going to have all the climbing walls done, and most of the finishing work will be done in the reception area and so forth. So we'll be happy to open July 1st.